Hano's been a great friend to me for the last 5 years, such a good friend that last week when we were on our forum retreat, he took me out running 3 times, and the first run was 2 miles up a hill. And I think that was good for my lifetime performance when I reflect on the fact that I've got a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. I'm 49 years old and I've got to survive a long time, given that I'm going to probably be chasing them up hills. I've had the great fortune to live a very diverse life. As you all know, I'm from Australia. When I left school, I became a lifeguard. I had the opportunity to run a family business which involved what we call in Australia a pastoral business. We had 100,000 acres of land, more than 10,000 cattle on it. So that was a great experience. And I became then what you guys would call a CPA, and then later on after that a financial advisor and an investment banker. And I helped 2 companies get floated on the stock exchange, and this is the 4th country I've lived in, obviously from Australia as well, but Singapore and Thailand. So I've had tremendous opportunities. Most people until 10 years ago saw me as very much a numbers-focused person. Very rational, very bottom line. So why am I talking to you today about lifetime performance? It's a very soft topic. As Hano sort of alluded to, in what I do today in human behaviour is really a 180-degree flip from being an accountant. And you might ask, how did I get to that place? And what I really want to do in my presentation tonight is leave you with 4 points about lifetime performance. And I think this really sort of follows on very well from what April was saying, about self-belief and confidence. Because at the end of the day, confidence is everything. That's really the big message. So this journey, which is really why I'm in the United States, started for me 10 years ago when a good friend of mine was having breakfast Saturday morning in Sydney, as you do on the harbour, and she asked me, Hugh, what are you really passionate about? And why she asked me that question is because at that time I didn't appear to be that happy, and in fact I wasn't. I was successful, but I wasn't happy. And what spat out of my mouth was that I wanted to help people all around the world become more financially self-empowered, to understand who they were and to be able to unlock their human potential. That is not the speak of an accountant. So that took me on a whole journey to start building a different life and a different business. And I incorporated, and what I landed on was this whole concept of behavioral economics, and I brought it into my financial services business, and then it spun off. But the big point here is, and really this is the first pillar of lifetime performance, and there are 4 of them, is really about finding your passion and then having the courage and the confidence to live it. Because a lot of us talk about it, but we don't do it. But you've got to have the confidence and courage. So that was the first thing for me. And so that got me onto a new path, which is what I do today and why I'm in Atlanta. So that's really the first pillar of growth, is finding your passion, finding your why. The next part is how do you emotionally engage people? And there's some great Gallup research out there that says that if you can emotionally engage people, you can lift your performance by 240%. So this really can accelerate your life if you can build great, deep relationships. Now, a lot of us probably think that we're pretty good at it. The reality is most of us are not. We're probably good at connecting to people, but we don't necessarily understand people's feelings and emotions. And so that's really something we've all got to think about. How do we do that as business leaders and as family leaders to connect better to the emotions of others? Because that's when we're going to really build deep and sustainable relationships that are going to make our life grow. And that is it's a big learning journey to be able to do that. So once you've got in place your why, your direction right, your ability to emotionally engage people, you are on a growth path. Your business will grow, your life will grow. But the next key to it is how are you going to sustain that performance? And this brings me to the next pillar, which is confidence. And you've probably all experienced up and down flows in your own life. And what has your confidence levels been like during those times? And maintaining your confidence is something that's really hard to do. April talked a lot about it in terms of self-belief. But a lot of our success is about how we maintain our confidence. And 6 years ago, I had a rather shattering, what I thought at the time was certainly a shattering business experience with a partner. And he was one of the reasons why I came to Atlanta. And without getting into the details, that folded, but that left me in a place of, what do I do? Do I go to Australia with my kit bag and, well, the world's ended? Or do I grow up, grow out, and fight? And do I build something even better and bigger? And that's the path I took. But that took, a high level of confidence to do that. And, we all of us as entrepreneurs face that kind of situation. As leaders each day, we've got to have confidence to grow. And then the last part that I wanted to talk to you about is, which is really the fourth pillar, is having wisdom, making wise choices. Because if we make bad choices, it can negatively affect our confidence, which then takes us down, a lot of levels. And we've all seen that business leader, and we've probably seen some of our peers here in EO. We've seen business leaders, we've seen sporting stars. I won't name a famous golfer who made some bad choices. But that can then affect your confidence. So the whole idea there is, how do you build a great decision-making framework and have a sounding board in your life and have a coach that can help you make good decisions? And so what I want to wrap up with, in my presentation this morning, in terms of building this lifetime confidence, to summarize, it is about having your why and your passion right, engaging people, and making good choices. But confidence is absolutely everything. And you've got to do everything you can as a leader to protect your confidence and to maintain it. You've got to be around the right people. You've got to understand what might drive your confidence down, what drives it up, and to protect that at all costs. So I just want to leave you with a message in terms of building lifetime performance, that confidence is everything.